Okay, so after watching the HalbyCoaching 26 and 27, Nick played these games, and so here's the first of them, which is a TvZ. I can't say TvZ without flipping out and being like TvZ because it sounds so cute. TvZ. I don't know, it's just so much fun to say. Anyway, 2 minutes and 20 seconds is when he wants to get a fast hatchery if he goes hatchery before pool, which he did, and Nick delayed it. That is so tits. I love that shit. Good work, Nick. You're my new hero. And now he's not getting an early gas, which means late ling speed. Okay, I've started to notice that it's kind of important to figure out whether he gets his gas before his pool. So if you are here early enough to delay the hatchery and get chased away, run up here and check if he has his pool and his gas first. Because if he does this, I've seen this in the last 3 games you did. They go pool and they get a sunken really quick. And then they don't get gas, and they just use lings without speed. And that's so sweet for you, because if you make a reasonable amount of marines, you can dart in here and dart around here and come around here and harass and come back up here and here and here and over here and just kind of skirt around the sunken and kill tons of lings. Because if he didn't, basically the time between when he puts down his extractor and when he finishes ling speed is 2.5 minutes. So if you can scout that he doesn't have gas, you can stay here a lot longer than if he did have gas. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you know, it's not worth missing things like missing SCVs, missing supply depots, delaying your racks or delaying your bunker or anything. Don't screw yourself up to get that information, but it seems like it's pretty useful damn information, you know? Like, he still doesn't have ling speed, so even though he's got these lings in the middle, these are basically useless. They can't get away, they can't fight. Everything about your Zerg opponent is useless right now. You could literally come, it takes 5 marines to kill this, it takes 2 marines to kill this and 2 marines to kill this, so you could come with 15 marines and completely kill him now. And usually the reason that we don't, like what keeps him safe from that kind of thing, is that he has ling speed. So if you come, he's just going to build a bunch of lings and he's going to slowly push you away. But people like this who have the balls to not get ling speed are just dead. They're dead. Nothing they can do against a 6-minute M&M push. One of my 2 favorite TvZ builds is just a 3-rack suicidal aggression build, and it would have killed the crap out of this guy. Anyway, enough talking about that. Let's see how you did. This bunker is well placed. Really though, your goal is to be within 5 squares of here, so this is a little too close. And a good secondary goal is to be kind of close to this. So you want to get as close to this and this as you can. So kind of pick the median distance, like right here. So this bunker is in a perfect spot. But this bunker, I don't know. I guess I would want, you want a bunker in front to observe the first Baneling blast, and then a bunker behind to cover the first bunker, and then another bunker covering the SCVs, so, you know, I guess it's okay. It's all very tightly packed in here, too. 10 minutes in, and you have, let's see if we can just click a thing and figure it out. Yeah, you've got 4 racks and a starport and no add-on on your factory, so basically just a 1 starport, 4 racks kind of thing. This is, this play from you is very army heavy, like, your spending on upgrades and army combined is pretty high. And that's great in a game where you're afraid of your opponent hitting you, but are you afraid of that? Is that what you're afraid of? Ooh, he's moving out. Some sunkens. Lots of sunkens. So as always, your income is so far ahead of his, it's not even funny. And that will always be the case from about 12 minutes to 15, and then from 15 on you'll start to fall behind, and that's why we push out right at 15 when we're at our epicenter of power. Epicenter is the wrong word, but apex, the apex of our power curve. Looks like you're done with 2-2, you've got 4 medevacs, you've got a big army, it's time to go. And you did awesome, you got a Banshee and some blue flames. Alright, let's see what his reaction is. He saw that Banshee, and what did he do? Let's watch the production thing and see if he does anything. Well, he's got creep and queens, and that's one response to Banshees. This is pretty cool. This guy is crazy. He's like, he's playing like a Terran, you know? Like, I'm gonna wall this off with unnecessary Evo chamber. Just Alright, so this is why you never want to have two attack paths and use the different ones, because you can just come in and be like, oh, counterattack! And with this lowered, it's gonna get around. I think you're kind of okay. This is a lot of lings, but because of the way you set up your defense, these Blue Flame Hellions are going to get so many kills if he stays. Splat, splat, splat. Nice. I like it. I like it, I like it. Because he just happened not to bring any Banelings, that worked out really well for you. Look at this Mass Infestor Ling build. Mass Infestor Ling is a scary thing that I'm afraid of, but I don't know, man. Without Banelings, it just seems like, sure, fungal growth is great against people like Nick, who make little piles of their units and then get fungal growth over and over, but it's not that great against people like Nick, who you didn't fungal growth one more time. Every single guy in your army was 0 health. Oh, man. Okay, Gwenny, I'll be up in a minute. Anyway, it's hard to say anything useful. You just did what you always do, which is great. And right here at the 15-minute mark is when you're supposed to be most ahead in total amount spent. And you were, as always, very far ahead in total amount spent on the combination of these two things. And that led to you winning the game. So this is how we want to win, and you did it perfectly, and you won with it. I would be disappointed as you that you added complications to the complexity to the build in getting the Banshee and in getting the Blue Flame Hellions, and it didn't really pay off. The Blue Flame Hellions totally paid off. Back here, that was great. But getting the Banshee didn't force him to make mutas. The whole point of getting the Banshee is to force him to make mutas, and the Hellions, Banshee Hellion, is to force him not to do this build, and it didn't manage to force him not to do this build. Although, technically, by force him not to do this build, what that means is say that if he does do this build, he's going to get dominated. So it did kind of work in that regard, because he did do this build and he did get dominated. The Blue Flame Hellions, I don't know how many kills they got. 1, 0. They weren't really used. But they really shut down Lings quite well. And they scared the piss out of his Lings too. And the Banshee, you made one Banshee and it died to Queen, so I don't know if we can even really take that into consideration. So this the flavor of adding Blue Flame and Banshees, it wasn't a success or a failure. I think you would have won without it in this game, but it certainly didn't hurt, right? Anyway, great game, good job, no tips. I liked it.